God bless you, everybody. So today I had this really quick dream. It's almost like an addendum to um, what God showed me about 2020 and the butterfly. So let me just tell you the dream. So in the dream, I'm in an elevator, and I immediately regret getting in the elevator because I'm like, it's going up to the fifth floor. Now I didn't know the building that I was in was on the fifth floor, but I didn't know that it had floors, and I didn't realize that until I got into the elevator. And as I'm going up the elevator, I could feel like vibration, and the elevator was making a noise. So I was scared, and I'm like, I want to get off. And there was like a button you could push on there to speak to someone if God forbid you got locked in the elevator or whatever. So I pushed the button, and a man came on, and he said, if you want to stop, just push the red button. So, and I'm like, yeah, I want to stop because it said it takes an hour and 14 minutes to get up to the 14th floor. I mean, to get up to the fifth floor. And so I pushed the red stop button. But for somehow, some way, I was on the fifth floor when the elevator stopped and the doors open. And I got out, and I was looking for somebody to show me how to get back down because I didn't want to be up there. It was unfamiliar. I didn't know where I was at. I just wanted to get back down again. I was looking for some reason I couldn't go. I didn't want to go back in the elevator that I was in because it scared me. So I was looking for another elevator to go back down. And I was asking people, and nobody was friendly. Nobody wanted to help me or anything like that. So that was the end of the dream. So when I woke up, there was this song in my spirit. And I said, well, God, does that have anything to do with this dream? And the psalm, the floor number, the time that it took to get up there was 114. And that basically is Psalm 114. So I'm just trying to tell you how I come to the conclusions of what my dream means. Basically, I'm just going to give you guys the interpretation and kind of backtrack to explain how I got to the interpretation later. So anyway, this is what the dream means. So for some of y'all, some of us that are coming into our butterfly year, God is saying that you are going to accelerate on an exponential level. You're going to go up in the spirit. You're going to go up in promotion in many different ways, and but it's going to be scary to you because you're not used to it. It's going to be scary that the fact that you're accelerating so fast that it's going to shock you, and the blessing is going to be scary to you. It's going to be like it's almost seem like a oxymoron, but you're going to feel like you're out of your element. So you're going to go up. You're going to go up, and when you come out, it's going to feel like so foreign to you. It's going to be like you don't know what you're doing. So you're going to want to revert and go back. And so God is saying, don't revert, don't go back. This is what he has planned for you. And the song that was playing in my head, some of the lyrics say, hold on, be strong. It's going to be okay. Step by step, closer, step by step. And so God is saying he's going to be with you when you go to this new place, and that you are enough to be able to handle this blessing, that you will have, God will give you the strength to handle this blessing. So don't, sometimes we are our biggest enemy. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy. So when that blessing come, don't shrink back from it. Don't try to go back down. Don't go back to Egypt. In other words, don't go back to bondage. God is setting you free from this new opportunity, whatever it is. Don't shrink back. It could be anything. It could be a job, a new job. It could be a a new relationship that God is bringing your way, but because of what you've been through in the past, you're so afraid of it. And then we tend to go back to the things that we are familiar with. So anyway, like I said, in Psalm, in the dream, I was going up, and it said it took an hour and 14 minutes to get there. And so when I looked that up in Psalms 114, Psalms 114 reads, when Israel went out of Egypt, the house of Jacob from the people of the strange language, Judah was his sanctuary and Israel his dominion. The sea saw it and fled, and Jordan was driven back. The mountains skipped like rams, and the little hills like little lambs. What ailed thee, O thou sea, and thou that thou fleddest, thou Jordan, that thou wast driven back, ye mountains that ye skip like rams, and ye little hills like little lambs? Tremble thou, earth, at the presence of the Lord, and at the presence of the God of Jacob, which turned the rock into the standing water, and the flint into the fountain of waters. So basically, this just backs up the dream. God is saying when Israel, in the beginning, it says when Israel went out of Egypt, basically God is saying that he is bringing you out of Egypt. Some of you have been in bondage for so long, and he is bringing you out of that bondage, and he's bringing you out of a place of a strange language. Basically, the place that you were in was not it was not agreeable to you. It was not nurturing to you. It was hostile to you. So he's bringing you out of that. But when you come out into your new land, sometimes it seems daunting. When you come out into your new land, it seems foreign. Remember the children of Egypt, what they wanted to do? They wanted to go back because they weren't used to it. They want to go back to the onions and the leeks that was back in Egypt. And they began to complain and murmur. They were being blessed and wanted to go back to bondage. They were being set free. So we got to get our minds right. We got to get our minds right for the blessing that God is going to give us in 2020. We can't go over into the land of free with a slave mentality. And so this is what the dream is saying. God is saying, don't be afraid. Just like in Psalm 114, it says that the sea saw it and fled. So basically, God is saying that he is with you. He is with you wherever you go. If there is a seed that needs to be split, he's going to split that seed for you. Nothing is going to stop the blessing that he has for you in 2020. Nothing is going to stop it. The only thing that can stop it is you. Okay, sometimes we get in our own way. Sometimes we get afraid and we're like, well, I can't do that. I'm not good enough to handle that type of position. I don't have the know-with-all. And I'm telling you, God, and I feel the Holy Spirit, God got you. God got you. Do not shrink back and say, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. And my voice is cracking this because I feel the Holy Spirit. Do not shrink back and say, I don't have what it takes to do whatever this blessing that God has for you. Don't do it. Well, but what if I'm wrong? Then you just wrong then. At least you tried, But I'm telling you, you're not wrong. I'm telling you that this blessing is of God and you cannot fail because God is with you and God cannot fail. So if God is with you, just like they always say, if God is with you, who can be against you? Don't worry about if it seems foreign. Don't worry if you ain't never did it before. Seek God. He's going to he's going to show you things before it even happens. And you're going to be able to be like, okay, now this situation happened and I already know how to deal with it because God has already shown me. Just in this season, just be real receptive to what God is showing you. Be able to get up in the morning and just receive from God. He's going to show you the game plan before it even happens. He's going to show you problems from afar off and give you the solution to it from afar off so that you be prepared. So don't be afraid. It seems like it's the blessing is more than you can take. It seems daunting. Like you don't have the schooling or the background or the knowledge to take what God is about to give you. The blessing doesn't even make sense. A couple of days ago, God said to me that You have no idea. You have no idea. Like, you haven't even thought of the blessings that he is going to bestow on you. Like, the things that he's going to bestow on you, it's not even in your realm of thought. Like, you thinking, oh, God probably, maybe, God's gonna give me a job or to do this or a promotion or something. What he's got for you, he may do that, but what he's got, these things that he has for you, you're not even thinking of it. You're not even on that realm of what he's about to do. And I can't even give you examples because the way that it was presented to me, it was just something that was just, it was just, it was so far out there. And you know how, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this, where you're like you have a thought in your head, like, oh, I wish that, oh, I really need some, I don't know, because this literally happened to me before. Like, I'll just give you the most recent example. Oh, I really need some, some new towels and washcloths, and I want them to be of good quality. I don't just want to go out somewhere and pick up some cheapy ones. So I really can't afford to buy this, really, really good quality bath towel. So I'm gonna buy them piecemeal. As I get a paycheck, I'll buy a couple, and then the next paycheck I'll buy another few. Then one day, a whole set just shows up in the color that I want. Somebody blessed me. Somebody said, "Oh, this is the wrong color. I don't want this," and they just blessed me. And that's an example of wanting or desiring something that's on your mind, and it shows up. God is saying that there is something that he's going to do for you in 2020 and beyond. And it's not just one thing, it's multiple things that he's going to do that it's not even on your radar. You're not even thinking about it. It's things that you may need, things that you may want, but you don't even know that you have need of it. And God is going to bless you. It's just going to be something outside of your thought process. But anyway, the point of what I'm trying to tell you guys is that don't be afraid. You're going up to the 5th floor, which is blessing. You're going up to the 5th floor, and God is taking you out of whatever this bondage that you're in. He's taking you out, but don't go back to Egypt. Don't go back to bondage. Whatever it is, you're leaving one place and you're going on to a higher, greater level. And when you get out there, it may seem daunting. The blessing might seem daunting, like you don't have what it takes. But God is saying that you do have what it takes, and it's going and the reason why you do is because you have stayed connected with him, and um he's going to counsel you and give you what you need. And like I said, if there's something that needs to be broken down, God got you. He's going to provide it. He's going to deal with whatever's there that's trying to block your blessing. Don't worry about it. He's got it for you. And we have to change our slave mentality, thinking that we can't do it. You have no idea what's inside of you. You have no idea of the greatness that God has put inside of you that needs to come out through this new venture that he's going to put you in. So, and the only way it's going to be able to come out is if you go into someplace new, okay? And so God has it for you, okay? So God bless you. I hope this bless you, and just be blessed. All right, bye.